Hey, hello, welcome. I'm Stormo, and we're pressing on with Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, it's about time I did a little bit more of it. Um, it's been a little while, and yeah, let me just so everything. I just got to make sure everything here looks good on the computer before I flip the monitor over. What's happening with my mic? Ah, no, that's working. Okay, everything seems like it's good. So we'll hit the continue button and it will go through this interminably long load screen. While that is happening, I'm actually going to have one of my Easter presents, which is this thing here. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to click that button. So I'm on there. No, I'm not offline, Twitch. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's just put that there so I've got everything I need. Let this load up. Now I'm going to eat a large round ball of chocolate. So, my speech is going to sound a little bit indecipherable for a short while. But that's fine. Also, I have lemonade. Anyway. Okay, I can do this too. That's fine. Anyway, yeah. We just done. What had we just done? Oh, that's right. We done the thing with the woman, and now we had to go to. Is it Thunder's Drum? Is the place? I forgot. That's what I'm munching on. Just so we're all clear on that part. Okay, I'm gonna put them over there. So that way they're not obscuring them onto that bag. Is quite large. Ah, this is where we were. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So let's take a look at our quests. Okay. Yeah, we were looking for those. So we had the survivor. That's the only one. Okay, so that's actually the only thing we have at the moment. So we need to go over there. Okay, so that's what we will do right now. And that is this way. Okay. How was Easter? Did you all have a good Easter? I had a good Easter. I got a bag full of chocolate eggs and a giant lint bunny. I don't know what everyone else's attitude toward lint bunnies is, but I love them. So I've got like, I actually have, I got a bag. My sister got me a bag because my sister loves giving presents to people. Absolutely. Loves Christmas, loves Easter, always loves putting presents together for people. It's like, it's really cool. I, on the other hand, am literally the worst person in the world to give presents, to do presents with. Like, I really just suck at it. My sister's really good. Anyway, she put together a bag of just like little Easter eggs and a bunch of the really small lint bunnies. You can get like the tiny little ones that don't have the actual sort of bells around them. And so I got a bag with a few of those in it, and then it's got like a sort of medium size, like the standard size one, and it's got like the really big one in it. In fact, there we go. That's my really large lint bunny. So I'll get into that at some point. There's a whole bunch of little Easter eggs in there. Some of those Ferrero Rocher ones. Oh, and that was the other thing I got. It's all the way down the back there. I don't know if anyone can see it, but there's a big Ferrero Rocher behind me as well, because I got a bunch of those as well. So that was kind of my Easter, which is great. I like that stuff. More importantly, I've been giving serious thought as to what I'm going to do as a follow-up to this game. Now, recently I talked about doing Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and I think I actually said that was what I wanted to do after this, but the more I've thought about it, the less I've liked that idea. I think I'm going to do Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I might do it as a secondary playlay on a Sunday night or something like that. So go through it as oh hey, go through it as a a secondary playthrough on a Sunday night. So that's probably what I'm going to do with Catalyst. Like, so it'll be something that'll happen. So instead of having like Variety Night Sundays, it'll be Mirror's Edge Catalyst Sundays. Which I kind of like the idea of doing that with a game like that. And it may even be that we just do one stream of it anyway. And I don't keep going with it. So I think I'm going to relegate that to Variety Night just because I have a lot to say about that game, but it's probably enough that can be said, enough that can be said in a single stream. So that's what I intend to do. Let's try and solve this person's problem right here. Oh, I can't even see.
Come on, give me a real shot.
See the target. Oh. I thought that target was it's not.
Glad to have you beside me, Aloy.
Well, they actually say your name now. In the main game, when you do this, I don't believe they actually mention your name.
Well, they're still surprised.
Cool. Oh, this is actually the quest. That would explain why. I didn't realize that actually happened upon the actual quest.
An outlander, huh? Well, who else would join me on this path I've taken?
Oh,
Which
crap.
path would that be?
Away from tradition. Away from the Werak. It's not so.
That's a problem.
Damn. They need metal too. But my need is greater.
I was told the Banuk don't accept help. Is it true?
They don't. I do.
Okay, I was going to say, I was trying to remember what we determined this into week 2. The answer is actually shock. So, let's see what it is. Alright. You know what else they're weak to though? I'll do it without like messing up. Melee. They're actually quite weak to melee. Which might save us a fortune in bows if I can do it.
Sharp, Outlander! There's more of them!
Where's... Oh, sorry. Jesus stuff. Yeah. And that's with, I think that was with the damage upgrade you're putting it.
Be quick!
This I think is really well. But this isn't intended to be a melee game for Void. When you have a start this one and you take these guys out in like just a couple of hits. You know, just down here. Right, yeah, that's really strong. Oh, that thing's not going to go down, which is thorough, so let me just make some... Yeah. Let me just make some fire.
Not today!
There. Is there? No? Is that it? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, there is. Oh, jeez. Hang on. Where did that go?
This one's mine.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's actually just gonna die. Is that everything? Yeah. Grab that, because it's not medicine. Grab all the loot machine. Pick all that up. Let's talk to our friend here.
You fight well. I am a Kree.
Thank you. I'm Aloy. I heard the White Teeth were missing 2 hunters. You look like you could leave if you wanted to, so...
I stayed because of the other. Mylen. She snapped her leg descending the ice. I bided my time keeping vigil, but now she must return to the Werak before they leave.
Is joining the White Teeth so important to you?
It's one of the great were-acts of Banor. Not so many great ones left now. I would go where my Lynn went. I was her shadow on the snow, and she was mine. To be a runner with the White Teeth was everything to her.
You know this Mylan well.
Since our knees were always skinned. All my life. In a test to prove that we only need ourselves. That was my weakness.
Sounds like she was lucky for your weakness.
That's not the way she sees it.
What's this ordeal supposed to prove?
That we have the strength of our ancestors. That we can survive as they did. When they came in search of a homeland, some were trapped against this glacier by a snowstorm. 4 days, 4 nights. After the storm cleared, the survivors sighted a Tolnek, which led them up into Banor. Well, that's the story I learned anyway.
So let's get her back to the Werrick.
All right. I've made a splint for her leg. Medicine for the pain, but I should warn you, she won't take them willingly. The law of survival...
Tribal law shouldn't keep us apart from the ones we care for.
Even if she cares more for the law.
Okay, that was good. God, look at this area though. How nice does it look? I guess we're going that way? No? No, she's following me. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, we gotta go this way. I'm guessing we go up there. Yep. I might just heal up too. I'm thinking about that. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying about before, I'm not going to do a full LP of Mirror's Edge Catalyst. That's a Sunday night game. I've thought long and hard about this, and I've decided that
Very
will
cold.
be the case.
I get it.
So, what I've decided instead is that I must be low on shards. That's 100% what I've decided. No, what I've decided instead... sorry, not low on shards, I must be full on inventory slots. Yeah, we are. Let me just free up some space here. Yeah, I'll get rid of these desert classes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what I've decided instead is that I will. Is it just what? Oh, hang on, I need to do this. Right. Yep. Okay, that was weird. What I've decided instead is that I will do Final Fantasy 15 as the game after this one because it's a really good game and it's a game I've wanted to LP since it came out. I've really wanted to cover it since it came out. I think I did do a video on it when it came out. I don't 100% remember if I did make a video about it, but I might have done on my YouTube channel. But I think it would make it... If I'm going to do let's plays through
it keeps
stream,
many things,
like I've done with this one,
not if we can help
then
it.
again it would be a really good option for that because it's a huge long game that lends itself well to these longer streams rather than short half-hour YouTube videos. So that would be why I very likely stream Final Fantasy 15.
Handholds of thawed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I've been discussing it on the internet, trying to decide exactly what the best options are. But I'll come back to that after discussing.
She's passed out again.
Between us, we can fight the machines off before they reach her.
Another tradition broken.
Take it from me. Gets easier the more you do it.
Yeah, Ayla would know. These things weak too. Just shock. Shock, and as I recall, being so much at the start of the approach. Shock and being whacked. Okay, nice, good. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to do Final Fantasy 15. I've discussed it with a few people online, and the option with it will definitely be all the expansions as well, the DLC packs. So I still have to buy those, I haven't made those, but I'll definitely get through those. This is a mistake. Doing this all the way on is a mistake. Still that. noticed though that I'm only stacked fire damage using. Oh, jeez, guys, go away. Let's see what fire does anyway. Let's instantly set that on the line. That's going to quite a lot. So, they may not be immune to fire, but they certainly don't like being set on fire. So it's going to use our normal magic of fire arrows. This will be. So yeah, I've still got to actually buy the DLC for it. I did get the Royal Pack upgrade though, so that's got the updated combat and the bonus dungeons that are in the Windows edition. Sorry, in the Royal edition that came out. Just are required at the moment. Okay, I didn't quite work. Shooting it up the bomb with fire isn't quite as good, I guess. They're getting faced several times. Is that gonna die?
Let's split their metal. Scorchers now! This won't be easy, Aloy.
It wasn't that difficult. I think you're over-exaggerating. Level 41, nice. Oh! Okay, I didn't realize this guy was there. Oh, okay, yeah, no, this guy's quite hard to set up. Yeah, this guy actually, I think it was weak to freeze. Yeah. Because I actually stacked my freeze arrows with it. Got it! So, yeah, the freeze is off. Jeez, that has quite a range. Man. But no freeze. Oh! I didn't realise for some reason that he jumped away. Whoa!
Not today!
Oh, jeez. I didn't get shot off. Come on, hey. Gotcha. I don't know why I'm using it. It doesn't seem to feel right. Still. Oh boy. These guys are annoyingly tough, actually.
Come on, give me a real challenge.
Okay. Problem is freezing the damage over time, like how fire is, it doesn't actually seem to have, even though they're apparently vulnerable to it, it doesn't seem to have any influence on them, like, aside from just the damage the arrows do. So I'm really hoping that's what matters here, like, the actual freeze effect doesn't do a lot, so... Jeez, this guy just again, like, if you're going for that, that's about all I can get. And even that was a huge risk because I'm just going to get hit. Okay, cool. I'm not going to be allowed to heal this time, so I'm going to have to try and find a different one for this. Let's see how I go. Jeez, the range on that is stupid. Where'd he go?
Do what you must.
Still up there. Oh, he's actually got freeze on him at the moment. Let's hope we get my suit to regen. That's better. I'm starting to see why this is actually the best help in the game though. Like really, that really nice one. Oh, did that not get freeze off? Oh, are you serious? Again, it's not super helpful. I'm gonna try some precision arrows on him.
Freeze!
Let's see if I can do this one. These are always good for damage. Oh, geez, actually, let's just keep using precision arrows. Let's see how we go. No damage, that's alright. Well, just I've got to get the full shot off. He doesn't always allow that because he just comes out with. Oh, jeez, there we go.
We did it.
Got 1,000 XP for that too. I think they all give that, those ones actually. And a medium machine core, that's alright, I'll take that. Medicinal herbs, there's another one over there. I'll grab a couple of these actually because I do need to heal. Just before we go and finish the quest, we'll just get what we need. And then I'll check that. So I just got to reply to a text message, and there we go. Okay. Okay, let's search the long leg. Yep, that's fine. Oh, me. Oh.
Looking good.
And yeah, just recover as much medicine. I'm more interested in the medicine, really, than I am anything else here. Because we did use a lot of it in that fight. I don't know, I just haven't got a good strategy for dealing with those. Like, the weakness to freeze is fine and all, but freeze just doesn't seem to do much to them, even though they're weak to it. Like, aside from damage. Anyway, let's talk to Malin.
I can feel her fever even in this cold. She shouldn't have been putting weight on this leg.
She is awake. Miss Outlander. You brought her here, Ikri?
You think I went to the Nora homelands to find a spear to drive between us?
I told you. The ordeal is mine, and mine alone. I will survive.
Which would you rather keep, Mylin? Your leg or your pride? Because I think you're gonna have to choose.
Finish it.
I know what you think of me. But I vowed you'd join the White Teeth. And you will.
I will go back. Alone. No! Let me do this.
Please. Let her. Mylin, I hope you can forgive me someday.
I never accepted your help. It's the Were-Act you should ask for forgiveness.
I didn't care about the Werak.
She'll understand. You saved her life.
You don't know the Banuk very well, Aloy. We have so many ways to express a grudge, and only one to accept an apology. I have to go my own way. I don't belong with them, who left her to die. And I don't belong with Ikri. I'll find a crack in this glacier, and I'll shout my grief into it. And the ice can keep it forever.
What should I tell them? The Werak.
That I fell. And that she endured. Will you?
Wow, what a strong moment. I mean, okay, let's be honest here. Malin is an idiot. But let's also not forget that the whole point of the banner is stupidity before logic. But oh jeez, that scene though is just so strongly acted and directed, and oh, that was a really good moment. That's actually one of the strongest moments I've had in the game so far, and it's really nice too because it's a quest that doesn't have. The outcome is, like, you couldn't call that a good ending or a happy ending, you know, it's not a great outcome in some senses. Where are we heading here? We're heading back to Keena's Rock. Okay, yeah, that's what I suspected. I'm sort of hoping these control towers are optional in the same way the corrupted zones are. Okay, let's go this way. I'll just, again, keep picking up medicine, even though that wasn't medicine. Oh, look at that light. Oh, kind of makes me wish I was playing in HDR. But unfortunately, Elgato can't capture in HDR. And I don't have a HDR monitor. I have a HDR TV, but I don't have the... I don't think there is an Elgato that can do HDR video capture, and even if I could, I can't stream in HDR anyway, so you guys wouldn't see it, but this game does look very nice, and if you have a 4K HDR display, highly recommend checking this game out on it, because it is definitely one of the best looking things you can get for it. And obviously the PS4 you'll need to run it, so it's not exactly a cheap investment, but you've got the cash, or you've already got the 4K display and the PS4 Pro, but you don't own this game, definitely recommend picking it up, because it is very good. Where am I supposed to go here? Hang on.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
Wait, where am I supposed to go here? Up there? Oh, right, okay, yep, no, I understand now. For some reason, it never occurred to me that I could actually just go along the cliff edge here. Still. So yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is probably going to be my next big LP after I do this, because it's a great game. It's got a lot of good stuff. I still need to get the DLC packs. Like I say, I've got the Royal pack, which adds the Royal combat, but I need to buy the season pass for the other DLC, which I have been told is worth going through as part of an LP, so I will definitely make the effort to do that. Stop at this fire. Oh, there's some porks there. Don't really want those. I have to wonder how much of this DLC is left, because this is the only side quest I have now. And then the rest of it's main story quests, so it's quite possible we're going to knock this over tonight. And in that case, it's actually quite possible this might be the last episode, because if I knock this out over, I'll certainly knock the rest of the game over. So we'll see how we go with that, but it's definitely a distinct possibility that will happen tonight. So I'm feeling like we're not far from the end. In which case, we're going to have to start Final Fantasy 15 tomorrow night, which is quite a problem. I probably won't. If we knock this game over tonight, I'll probably spend the week maybe doing Monster Hunter, or just playing other random games, and then start next week on Final Fantasy. We'll see how we go. It's up to me what I decide. Am I not moving movement was a little odd there. That's alright. Okay, I'll look at that live though. Now obviously, if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, which you are, what you're seeing is slightly rough at the moment, because the particle effects, the snowflakes, just do merry havoc with the video compression, unfortunately. So this stick feels a bit weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's like it's not giving me all the forward movement I need. I'm just occasionally you'll see Aloy just change direction. I think it's actually more my thumb's not pushing the stick straight up actually, because I'm holding it at a slight angle. So
These are different times.
okay, hopefully we got this.
Your song echoes, friend.
Something I like about the GameCube sticks actually.
My Lena's returned.
Gee, she beat me.
Expect you have something to say about
She had
this.
a busted leg.
I do.
Then convince me what an Outlander's word is worth.
I'm not up on all of the Banuk traditions, but I know what matters to you is that your laws are upheld. Going by the rules of your ordeal, she endured the 4 days and the 4 nights. She faced the extremes and survived. Seems to me that's what you wanted.
Just so.
Then by the law, Mylen will wear our paint.
Outlander. So nothing of the other hunter? The one called Ikri?
She's gone. She sounded brave.
Her name will always be in my song.
Nice. And we got some blue gleam, which I still haven't... Oh, jeez. There's got to be more to this, surely. Okay, where are we at quest-wise? Obviously, there's no more quests to pick up
I'll
here.
give this
so
to the
let's,
Othram. Whatever they do,
oh, hang on. Let's
do
have a look. So I've got... Side for the Werak. Okay, yep. So... And... Oh boy. Clear out the bandit camp's probably the closest one to that. And then there's that down there as well. So I do have to wonder if this is the final... not the final quest, but I do have to wonder if there are more side quests. Oh, hang on. Complete a trial. Oh, geez, do I really have to do hunting around trials?
passion.
The thing I've avoided all game, and now I'm going to have to do one. Great. Well, we'll head off in this
You
direction.
can
That's
release
the
the
nearest one,
tall
so I'll do
neck
that
from the
first.
ice. You must have a
Man, I really didn't want to ever do hunting grounds through this. I mean, not they're bad, but just never interested me, and they're really not necessary to get through the game, except, of course, now they are. So we'll do a hunting ground trial over here. Which, given we haven't done one all game, might mean that I'm actually going to... what was I going to say? Might mean that I might have to go through some tutorial stuff for this. Oh wow, it's quite steep. But we'll see how we go. Just got to complete a trial, so hopefully we can get one that isn't too hard or time consuming, and then we can move on to the other two parts of this quest. But we are obviously going to have to do this. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Actually, let me just check the quest. You know what? We don't have to. We don't have to do this. In fact... So, anything we do here is optional. So I don't have to do that. I can clear the bandit camp. That would count. And I only have to do one of these things. Or I could talk to Sakuli down all the way back down here. I'm not sure what that would entail. What would then entail? That actually seems like the most interesting one, though. No, I didn't need to do that. I might just head down and talk to Sakuli, actually. That seems like the least... Because we've already actually done one of the two things we need. We only need to do one more thing. The other thing we've done is... the override the tall neck, because that was actually one of the challenges, and because we've already completed that. Okay, so that was a complete waste of time. Let's go back this way, and we'll go talk to Sakuli, because that will, I think, actually put us close to where we need to be for the next part of the quest anyway. And before we go any further, I just need to adjust my chair. And then we'll keep going. So we're going to have a bit of a trek back to, what's the name of that place? What is the name of that place? I've forgotten it. Song's Edge, that's right. We're going to have a bit of a trek back to Song's Edge. Bit of a night journey. That's fine. That's all fine. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I think we might be closer to the end of the game than I thought, actually. So yeah, we'll see. It could also be that this quest has another, like, 4 hours in it, or doing this part of it opens up like 5 more side quests or something too. So we won't know until we really get there.
You're gonna put up a fight.
Pardon me. Okay, yep, that's where the paths branch. Just making sure we're on the right track, so... Whoa, stalkers! Oh, we can help these people. We may as well help these people. Stalkers are easy to set. Really bother this one. Could have gone ring. That would have been fun. Well, the annoying thing with overriding creatures in this game is that if you're doing it as part of one of these quests, you still have to kill it to sort of complete the helping them kind of thing. Wow, that was all my health. Oh, God. Oh, jeez, that was so lucky. I actually, for some reason, have no way of healing it. Is that all of them? Is there another one? No, that seems to have been all of them. Jeez, that was a terrible weave. Actually, resist melee attacks weave's not bad, but I can't use weaves on this particular armor, so it's about as
Brew that up
just
later.
not very useful to me, unfortunately. And then we'll continue this way, and I'll heal back up again as well. Reasons to find more medicine, I guess. Which we're gonna need. Oh jeez, that would not be warm water. Oh right, I was gonna say, wait, why is there another thing there? And I realised that it's actually because it's branched me off on a different route to get to that particular place there. What is it doing? What am I doing? Where's the actual path I should be on? Yeah. Oh, there it is there. Yeah. Okay.
Never know when I might need these.
Goats in this game are strong. I didn't pick up the goat bone. I think I'm going to need the goat bone for something, so I'm going to pick it up. I need to resources. Is that a machine called? Medium. Yeah, I'll just disassemble that. I don't need it. And then we'll get that goat bone. Oh. Press the right button and we'll get that goat bone. I don't know what we use it for, but it seems like something we should have, so... we're back here. Yeah, at the dam. So. Wait, no, this isn't the dam. This is the dam. Yeah, no, this is the dam. Okay, cool. I don't know what we are. Doing alright, kicking goals. Passing on. This night view, though.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
I like to assume that with this armor, the protective shielding also protects from the cold somewhat as well. But I do like the way Aloy actually reacts to the cold in that regard. Like, just whenever she's in a cold area, she talks about how it's really cold. I don't think she does it for the warmer, sort of more desert areas, because I suppose there's no actual desert-ish area in the game. I would say, like, there's a lot of sort of open plains and stuff, and like, you know, rocky mountains, but there's no, you know, just vast sandy. I suppose the area around I've gotten there, but Sun's Fall, whatever it is. That area anyway, where the Shadow Carja hang out. I suppose that area is the closest thing the game has to true desert. But even then, I wouldn't go so far to say it's a proper desert environment, because it's fairly small. And also, you don't actually spend a lot of time there. You're only really there for a couple of quests towards the end of the game, so... Oh well. Just gonna grab all this medicine while we're here. Oh, there's some creatures up there that we don't really want to engage if we can help it, so...
Another Frostclaw. Better be prepared.
Yeah, really don't want to engage with Frostclaw. Like I say, the problem with the Frostclaw that I have is there's no good way of dealing with them. Like, there's just no... Like, most of the creatures in this game have a fairly easy strategy to deal with once you understand what they're weak to, what arrows you can use, but like, the weakness of the Frostclaw isn't something that really slows them down anyway. Like, they have a weakness, which is frost, but it doesn't matter how much frost you hit them with, it just doesn't do a lot to them, and you've still got to just deal with them as best you can. So... This chair is driving me up the wall tonight for some reason. Sorry about that, but oh boy. Some days you get a good chair, and some days your chair just decides to not be a good chair. Today is one of those days, still. Where are we? It's time. Yeah, it's good time. Good times. Good times. Yeah, so we're gonna head... We're getting closer to where we need to be. And the annoying thing with the Frostclaw too is that it's actually the first enemy you'll deal with in, or the first new enemy you deal with in the Frozen Wilds. So it's the enemy the game introduces you to for this expansion, and it's like, wow, that's not a very good enemy. Like, I would actually rank it as probably my least favourite enemy to deal with in the game. I will just stop that fire.
Don't mind the work. Better than worrying about my next meal.
So one nice thing about the older Nintendo analog sticks, actually, that the PlayStation 6 never had, was the GameCube stick had a sort of octagonal shape around the stick instead of a pure circle, so that you had cardinal points on the stick, and it's something that's always annoyed me, because I got so used to the GameCube controller back in the day. It always annoyed me when I started using PlayStation controllers, because I got a GameCube before I had a PlayStation 2, and I never owned a PS1, so I never used the controllers on that, or the analog controllers I never used. I had a friend with a PS1, but like he got it before analog controllers were a thing on the console, so he never had an analog controller for it. But on the PS2, Yeah, there was an analog controller, and I never liked the stick as much as I liked the GameCube. But then again, the GameCube had one of the best controllers I've ever used, like the Wavebird. The Wavebird is just one of the greatest controllers. I've got one lying around here somewhere.
Maria said to find her friend, the rock painter. Seems paintings mean a lot to the Banuk.
Yeah, and the sun's coming up. But I think that's what the cause of all that slowdown is. It's just me not quite aiming forward on the analog stick. And the game being a little bit finicky about it, I guess. Let's talk to this merchant. Can I get... Oh, I can. I've got enough for one of them. Gods, I really wanted all of these things, actually, but, yeah. No, I think I will get the... I think we'll start by getting the striker bow. So that's definite upgrade. So that's our sort of base bow. So I'm going to actually spend the money on that. I'll put that down there, and then we will slot in, and see there are more quests here as well. Okay, cool. So it may not be as close. Oh, why did I do that? May not be as close to the end as I thought. Let's crafting modify weapons. Where did I put you? Okay, let's see. What have we got here? Hang on a second. The other bow's got a bunch of coils in it. So what I might do is, where's that other bow? The one I just unequipped. It's this one. I will clear the mod slots out, and then we can use those mods as well on this one. Because I'm going to stick with my plan of just like being all fire all the time if I can. We'll see what our options are with that. 44, 42, 53% handling would be nice though. But 42, 44, so that's 44. That 42 is actually probably better than that 43 because it's got the handling as well. So if I go 44, we'll go, that's got tear. What's that one? That's 40. So I think 44 there. Nope. And then this one we can put the, sorry, not the 42. Yeah, the 42 instead of the 44. Sorry, instead of the 43 because it's got the handling on it. So there we go. We got the generic bow, which looks good. Okay, where's just up here? We'll talk to her now.
The demon at Thunder's Drum will be our undoing.
There is a side quest here now that we can pick up again.
When the
well,
old
so
ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was
just to see.
who led us through the frozen wastes.
Oh.
We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken
Is that
bones.
Liam O'Brien?
Everywhere Banukai and Hawerak fled, the ravenous
really
tribe
sounds like
were
Liam
never
O'Brien.
far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she
It definitely
turned
sounds
to
like
light.
Grimoire Noir.
She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new.
Huh.
Herds of machines, each filled
the only
with the
time he
same
appears in this
light.
game.
Good to see you.
When she woke,
Can't believe a character he
she knew
plays.
which star to follow.
Ah,
Walked for
okay,
many
where was it?
days
Do
and
I have
nights
to
until she
click on
arrived
that?
at
Yeah,
a
okay.
temple built
Just
with
like, hang on.
spark. At the gate,
I'm gonna go up there. You know what we'll do? Before we go do that, let's go talk to this other quest that's around here. So that seems interesting as well.
you bid me come, she said. My people need aid. Will you
So that's just
provide
around
it?
here, and that's a new
Machines whispered
side
above.
quest. And if doing this other quest triggers something, I don't wanna like lose access to this for a while or anything like that. So I'll pick this up now, see where it leads.
Help me out, Nora, would you?
Oh, you're this guy. Right, Bergrand.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know Me, Aloy, I'm sentimental. So I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about two things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
What do you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
Not uncommon with Banuk. That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these three. Just two youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these three?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel. It's not a happy story, whatever it is.
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A scorcher claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snap maw fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Okay. Let me check. Wait, northeast. That would be them there. Oh geez, there's a whole section of this map. We got a long way to go in this, I think.
Meridian is a place where your every need.
I'm very not convinced we're going to get to the end of this tonight.
The daemon cannot force the blue light from the machine.
Anyway, okay, now I'm going to go and talk to what's her name? The person that's up here.
Remember, Banukai, when the old
Hi,
ones
Liam
were
O'Brien.
fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes.
Okay.
We also remember the ravenous tribe.
This looks like it's going to be quite the climb. Yep. Also, apparently there's a merchant up here, so half the challenge is getting to this merchant, I guess. Which isn't even a special merchant. Where was I going? Oh boy. There we go. Not sure this is the best business model for a merchant to have, to be honest. You can only buy things from me if you survive.
What does the
and don't
Outlander want? I'm looking for Skuli.
You found her. Come, come. Let's get it over with.
Let's get it over with? What are we doing? Okay. No. Aloy, please. Whew.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Araya said you could help me get the Werak's attention.
Araya works in strange ways. But I've drunk paint to survive in a blizzard, so I'm one to talk. I'll get you noticed, if you bring me the pigments I need to complete my work.
Okay, dialogue trees.
Araya said you two were friends.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Araya understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their Werak.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. And that's right, yeah, because there's pigments everywhere. Yeah, cool. Okay, neat.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Okay, cool. Fortunately, there's a fast way down. Okay, so, where are we at now?
You've chosen
so,
a dangerous land to visit.
Let's stop doing that. I'm guessing... No? Oh, right, hang on, for the Werak. So...
But I admire...
Okay, we need to look at the map. That is to the bandit camp, which we don't want to do. That's the Hunter's 3, which is find the young Werak. And this, where else do I have to go? So where did she ask me to go to find the thing? Hang on a second, it's back here. Oh, okay. So I need to find a pigment, but I can't do that? Well, in that case, what we'll do is we'll go do the Hunter's 3 and hope that along the way we encounter what we're looking for here.
Courage.
Because that seems to be...
I'd march over to Stone Yield and take on those bandits myself if their leader didn't have that fiery cannon.
I'm sure you would have. Pardon me. Okay, so let's go do the Hunter's 3 and hope that we find the thing we need, the pigments.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us from the front.
So we're going to go this way for the
show
moment.
us the way.
And I'll rest at the campfire too, just while we're here.
She's a strange one, that Sakuli. But no one can deny her skill.
No, she seems alright.
Keep her spear sharp.
It's interesting, actually. I really do like the look of the way that the Bannock paintings are. Actually, I think they're really nice, just visually. Really nice designs that help give the tribe a bit of personality. Of all the sort of tribes in the game, I've got to admit, after playing Frozen Wilds, I kind of wish that I do kind of wish that this expansion had been about one of the other tribes, because the Bannock aren't the most interesting, I don't think.
Ground, the air.
Like, I really wish they'd done an expansion about the, what's the name? The Ossaram instead. I'd really love to, like, go and explore the claim or something like that. That would be great. But yeah, I mean, the Bannock just doesn't seem as interesting. It's funny, actually, this is the only expansion pack, and it means that the Ossaram, I think, are the only tribe in the game that don't have a significant portion of the map, because you've got the Nora, the Karja, the Bannock, and then the claim, there's little bits of Osram territory in the map, or what appear to be Osram territory, but not a lot, and obviously they've decided not to, they decided to do this expansion, not an expansion concerning the Osram. I do wonder if there was a plan for an Osram expansion, and they just decided not to do it for whatever reason, or they chose this over it, or something like that, because to me they would have been the more interesting tribe to follow. So it's a bit of a shame. So maybe if there's a sequel to this game, which I have a sneaking suspicion there will be, if there is ever a sequel to this game, maybe it'll have more Osram in it.
They deserve justice.
Oh, pardon me. Okay. Let's continue. But that's also one of those things where I just think walls are vastly more interesting than... See, what fantasy race equivalent is the banner? Because like, all of the races, I've said this before, all the races in this game feel like they could be some form of fantasy, that's not what I want to see. Some form of fantasy race.
Deal with that tower.
Oh god, it's shell walkers. I have a plan. We're going to take this tower down, I think. Yeah. I have a plan for how to do that. I want to look at it too. I have 2 skill points. I never got lure call, so I'm going to grab lure call. And then we're not going to use lure call.
Tower won't stop. But I could override it.
I don't want one of these guys to get near me. Or maybe I just want to get the tower. Oh no, there's a third one over there though.
That's it. I'm already going.
This is mostly a problem. Maybe not a big problem. Let's see. My cunning secret plan is to try and get an override on one of these guys.
Take this tower out.
Because I don't feel I'm going to be able to safely take this tower out with those guys there. Down. Forgot about that. Okay, so now we need a different strategy. Okay, they found me. You got silence, right? Jeez. One of these guys want one more turn. They are weak to precision. Should make much precision. Oh, actually, no. No, it's weak to precision on these guys. Those big ass canisters they got. Blow those up. No, nothing.
Kill off this pussy.
They're just entirely precision. Wow, I didn't know they could do that. I've never actually directly taken out these creatures on before. This is more annoying than I expected. Oh, we hardly damaged them. Okay, no, this isn't the right approach. Try something really different. See what damage I just did? Still hard damage though. That's funny. Jesus, it's easy. It's hard. I didn't realize how much damage these things took. I'm gonna use my fire arrows now. See what results we get. Oh no, don't do the shield. Oh, that shield makes it hard to get fire up on the back. That might be the way to go with these guys though. Your shield down there. Oh, jeez. I took debuff on using that stupid shield. Okay, cool. Nowhere near enough. I think. Oh, you know why? This thing's regenerating now. That purple shit shoots out. Yeah, when it does too. Just makes it look more annoying. Gonna have to try and get this over right.
Better shut it down for good.
Hope I can do this. Okay, that's not gonna happen. This guy. Just need. Oh jeez. Okay, that was a lot of damage all of a sudden. We're just gonna have to try and take this down. Okay, that's not. There's nothing else I can do. I can't do enough damage to them. No, I don't have any medicine or anything. Okay, we need to get out of the way here. We need to get these guys not my area. So I'm just gonna try and find a place where they don't know where I am. Jeez, well, it's apparently not there. Where is that place going to be? Just going to get away from them and then come back here. Myself out of that. And work our way back there. Specified in this bullshit. Hopefully that's far enough away. And then we're just going to do the override while they've buggered off. So they're calming down now. And they're all heading that way too, which is nice.
They go on forever.
Oh jeez, there's one there. Didn't realise he was still there. Okay, they haven't protected me, but that's very close.
The pulse gives them energy, repairs them.
Yes, I've noticed. That's why I can't kill them. Okay, come this way. They're all way too
Hello, Meredith. Use the pulses for myself.
They're all just way too close to it. Nothing I can do. I don't want to get this people on tower. So I'm just going to I feel like Silent Strike isn't going to kill it. If it's not going to kill it, it's not doing it. Just go away already, hurry up. Stop hanging around the damn tower. That one's not, which is annoying because I want to move on. That wasn't doing well.
Shield won't hold up against those pulses. They did before, they all patrolled the waves in the tower before. When they foolishly decide that the best course of action is to attack them. Oh boy. You're a problem. If you're gonna go there, you're a problem. Nice trick that tower's got. Repairing machines.
How much just as a side structure. Damn it. Let's answer the age-old question of, how do I get the override off before I get hit? Yeah, you just do not get enough time to get that override. It takes forever. Come on, I have to get away from here. Maybe overriding the tower is not something we're capable of right now. Need a bit more preparation or just something better material or something, because there's no way I can do it. Just doesn't seem a way to safely do it at all. They
I
never
break
get,
them, the tower fixes them.
They're all buggered. I can do it now. This is my chance. This is my chance to do it. Because they're all over there right now. I'm going to come here until after we get the override control. Nice, good work. And that puts me into shock too. And it means that tower will override. Hang on a second. What's that? Is that like something I should be attacking, or what is that?
Calm.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay, that tower is overridden, and these machines aren't going to get repaired, and now I need to. Right, okay, that was... That took a while. Whoa. Let's pick whatever that was up. Let's just keep going as well. Is there another control tower there? There is too. But there's also where we need to go for a quest, which is just down here, I think. There's a campfire over here.
Something tells me those are Bergren's missing hunters.
Yep, that's Bergman's missing hunters, alright. Let's get the campfire, and then we'll get the missing hunters.
I don't suppose you three know an Osram and Song's edge called Bergren, do you?
Boys, that con artist sent an errand girl to collect what's owed to him.
I'm nobody's errand girl. Bergren asked me to help harvest parts. Or would you rather keep trying to sell him broken junk?
Broken junk? This pack will be on the move soon. No time to argue. If she's offering to help, we should accept it.
Fine. We're about to take down these machines. If you're so eager to help, then lead the way.
Okay, sure. If we're going to take down machines, what we need to do first is take down this tower. Let's see if we can safely override it. Where might hold override from going? Let's see if we can do this. Okay, that's one side. So is this tower going? Yeah, it is. Okay, so...
Shoot my shield out again. Great.
Oh, hang on. So I had that. There we go. Right, it's part 2 done. Cool. Now, where are we taking these machines out? Are we just generically taking old gods? We're just generically taking scorched or is that not the control tower? What means is three of them all very close together here. That's what it means.
Gotta get rid of that tower.
tails can be really hard to get rid of. Oh, but actually, no, you know what? You can actually, I just realized something I didn't notice before.
Okay.
Get up here. You can be relatively safe from the scorch. That should stop the tower from healing. Oh, it just shuts the tower down. Oh, so you don't need to override the towers. Oh. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's take some videos. That's right, you're one of these guys. I saw that coming and I just decided I didn't know what to do about it. That was a complete mistake. No? Aloy, what you got up? These things are so annoying to deal with. Oh, I cannot get that final lost hit off on him. Nope, still can't do it. Still have not been able to. I'm going to die. I'm actually going to die because I have no healing and I can't get. Okay, we've got our shield back up. I cannot get frost off on that thing. Okay, cool. Again. Decent shot this time. Sorry, we'll get more words back. This is actually, this guy's actually taking a lot of damage. He's just so hard to. Oh, please. Range on that is so annoying. Oh, and that's the other one. But of course. Oh, jeez. It's two. No, it's just him. He can wipe off the. He can use one of his attacks to wipe off the cross build. So he can just arbitrarily decide, hey, I don't want to do cross anymore. He's gonna die.
Let's try this!
Oh, this one's on good hunt. Take it. It's like, hey, why are you attacking me? It's like, nope, this guy's not dead yet. Okay, cool. I don't have room to pick that up.
All right, Outlander.
Did you all see
talk
that?
about our deal with
this thing went
Bergren?
down like a dead tree.
That's done. You three are pretty handy in a fight.
Thanks, I guess. Not that we needed your help. We are doing just fine without you.
That's not the way Bergren tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Bergren's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let Anacut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Orkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we're traveling to the Sundom.
From here to the Sundom, it's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, all that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Bergren.
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrand.
Like him? Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw, and...
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Bergren was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snapmaw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's gotta keep you 3 out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The bloody snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
Bloody snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
This quest is going on a lot longer than I anticipated. Okay, so the next encounter is Hollow Hall. Where's Hollow Hall? Where's my map? Okay, right, so that's... okay. Now that I know that I can just do that to the control towers, it's going to make life a lot easier. This looks like it's the way to Thunder's Drum. I suspect that under here is Thunder's Drum. Whatever that place is called, I forget. That's what that area there looks like it is. Yeah, so I guess we're going to keep doing this quest. I still haven't found the... I needed pigments. And I don't know what I'm looking for in regards to them. But yeah, now I know I can just blow these up instead of having to sneak up and override them. I might do that instead, because I think that doesn't... I'm not clear on what the benefits of overriding versus destroying them are, actually. Is the best way to put it. It's like, okay, I can override them, but I can also destroy them, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't matter which one I choose. Now, very tempted to go up there. What's that? Oh, it's part of the map. Okay, we're gonna head this way. We're gonna head to the next encounter. So, because that's what we're doing for this side quest, apparently. So this will be fun. It's up here, which, judging by the map, is actually a fairly steep incline. Also, let's try and get as much medicine as we can, because we're pretty low on medicine right now. And by pretty low, I mean we're completely out. So that's good fun. Yeah. Near Salt Lakes. Well, we're going past Salt Lake soon. So, yeah, that makes sense. Hello, creature that I really don't want to deal with. So I can override you. Yeah, I can override you. That's problem solved.
Red light.
Yeah. We are going past, I think, a Yeah, we're going past this area here, so we'll look in there for the pigments, because that's apparently where we've got to look. That's actually the bandit camp there, so almost easier to do that, but no, we committed to doing the pigment stuff, so we're going to do the pigment stuff. We're going to get medicine. Is that medicine? Just keep going up. Oh, this gets steep. Wow, look at that. That's Thunder's drum. That actually sort of confirms my suspicion that that's what's hiding under here, because you're looking directly in that direction. And it just makes sense that that's the part of the map that doesn't get uncovered, so clearly that's where you've got to go at the end of the expansion. Oh, there's a lot of creatures over there. There's a hell of a lot of creatures over here. Oh, they're mostly long legs. It's like a long leg patrol. Watcher running around there. Yeah, I'm gonna go through them. So I'm gonna try and see if I can find this watcher if I could. Then the watcher turned to look this way, which is not what I want the watcher to do. These things are all corrupted, so I can't override it anyway, but I can just silent strike the watcher.
Down. The others haven't noticed.
That's that. These things all corrupted? So, can I override that? No, I can't. That's right. Well, guess we're done here then. Well, you have to stop following me soon. It's just medicine.
Get it while I can.
Okay, they've stopped. But there's even more. Oh boy, is that a bellowback? Ah, that's a problem. Okay, well, that's a problem we now know we now have a good solution for. So let's just line up 3 of these arrows. Those bellowbacks.
Need to override the tower.
Oh, that's the tower problem solved. And I think we set a bellowback on fire. Oops. That's that tower problem solved. Let's pick up. Now, where's that colored lake? It's just up here a bit.
Can't be too prepared.
Oh yeah, we are dramatically underprepared. Okay, so this looks like where we might find pigments. Also where we found a bonfire, so that's nice. Okay, so that's a smaller area there. Yeah, no, the bigger area is actually a little bit further up the corner. It's a bit more difficult to tell.
Oh, the winters coming at once.
Yeah, I imagine it would be cold through here too. It's kind of a shame we're here during the night, not during the day. Because I really would like. Oh, jeez, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the map. Oh, hang on, because we're close to the bandit camp. It's actually showing where the bandit camp is now. Don't want to do the bandit camp. Honestly, I want to commit to doing the pigments.
They don't have focuses, but they can sense me?
Okay, is this the right way? Yeah, it is. We're going across. This is where I want to be. So, what are we
Bandits aren't
looking
subtle.
for?
Clearing them out would send a different kind of message.
Don't really want to clear the bandits out. What is that? Is that a tall neck? Oh my god. It's a dead tall neck. Just here. Wow. Wow. How did that happen? Why did that happen? So I'm just running around this area because I wanted to... This is where my understanding was that I would find the pigment-related stuff. Which I now know not to be true.
Bandits aren't subtle.
Wait, is that a
Clearing
toolkit?
them
Hang
out.
on. Hang on a second, what is that
Send
up
a
there?
different kind of message.
What's that, the top of a tall... That is the top of a tall... What's up with all the dead tall necks around here? It's an alarmingly large number of dead tall necks. Hang on. Guys, I love Aloy's jump in this game. It lets you do stuff like that so easily. Yeah. They made, like... They destroyed a tall neck and they made a... tower out of it. Okay, that's everything I can get out of that. Huh. Maybe I should just clear that bandit camp out anyway. No, we committed to the pigment stuff. I want to do the pigment stuff. Even though I don't really know
A quick way
anything
down.
where or about where it is. Yeah. That's really, yeah, okay. That's kind of neat, the way that's playing out there. Okay, where are we? We've got to get back on the path, which is actually here. Oh no, this is the path. But I will go this way just briefly anyway, because there's a bit of medicine around here. No, that's not medicine. No. Okay, I was wrong. I was bitterly wrong. Oh, everything is wrong. Oh shit, that's the bandit camp.
Bandits aren't subtle. Clearing them out
Whoa.
would send a different kind of message.
Man, it's just too... Jeez. Okay, well, I guess we're fighting these guys.
Move along now.
Can't hide from me, you little snot.
Wow, that's some strong words. Let's see how our regular warbow goes with a... oh, hang on, I don't need to just... Hey, how did that one silent stop?
Survive this.
I guess we're taking up the bandit camp now.
You're dead.
Wow. Aloy is savage when she wants to be.
Wouldn't want to be you, fool.
Really, that's the line you're going with? After I like all your friends.
Take this.
Seems definitely a better option for killing humans. Okay, you happy now? Well, in my defense, they attacked me. Yeah, this bandit camp's going down there. I didn't want to do it, tried to avoid it, but look, they pushed me to the edge. This is what you get. Jesus, this is gonna be annoying actually. How did that only do 3 damage?
Time for you to hurt.
Oh jeez, this guy has 1,000,000 health.
Got another shot for you.
That shot knocked off.
Again, but I don't want to like just. I guess it's just advancing. Oh, he's dead now.
That's an alarm. Would make enough noise to bring in more.
Okay, let's deal with the alarm. Where was it? Yeah, where's the alarm? Oh, over there. Okay, I see it. Oh, hang on, you need to precision it, don't you?
They won't be setting this off.
Good, good. That's that problem solved. Now, we've still got a few to kill, I think. Don't know where they are, but we do still have a couple to kill, I believe.
I'd have to ditch something.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Gee, where is the rest of them? Oh, I'm not even at the main camp yet. Well, I will be soon. Oh, where's my focus? Okay. Is that medicine? We're definitely gonna need that medicine. Okay.
Spotted.
Oh, hello.
You feel this one?
Jeez, some of that stuff. That hit. Oh, jeez. Well, that's how you want to play.
Gonna pick you up.
Death's coming for you! Quick!
Yeah, I guess we're gonna play it the hard way then. Oh, hang on, guys, settle down.
You wanna die?
Alright, fire also works pretty well. You can get them settled.
Weave in and out. Confuse them. This one'll hurt.
Wait, where did that come from? Oh, I'm there. Hang on, no.
Can't see them.
Hey, where is that person? Hang on a second, I might need to do this differently. Oh! Damn it.
This'll.
Good night. I don't know how that actually killed. I mean, I would survive that fall. Yeah, I'll go back to looking for the pigments after this too, because we're going to need those, but once we complete this, we're actually not going to need to do that part of the quest. Hang on, hold on. Is there any more? Is that it? Oh no, we've still got like the rest of the camp to clear, so just use some healing while we're here. And these supply crates, which is just metal shards. Whatever this is, which is ridgewood. I don't really need more, but whatever. Okay, this looks like the main camp. Don't see any people there. There's no one showing up on my focus yet. So that's interesting. There was a dog though. Whoa, 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 what? Oh, this will be why. I had to walk into a cutscene first.
Smells peaceful. I hate peace. A lot of people die peacefully.
It looks like he's got a lot of
Not
explosive
me.
stuff on his back. No, you're not gonna die peacefully
I got a
at all.
feeling. Search the camp. Could any of you find a charcoal pile in a flat field? I don't think so.
Okay. So we've got a couple options here. Most obvious one is to just wait a little bit.
Call that a search? Glad I don't pay you large skulls a retainer.
Quietly.
Always bad news.
Okay, well, we got their attention.
If you won't fight, why don't you run on home?
I think I'm going to try setting this guy on fire. He looks quite flammable. He's very fire resistant, actually.
You're dead.
That guy's a lot more fire resistant. Oh wow. Okay, this was surprisingly hard.
See what's out there.
Oh, I need it. Precision arrows. Let's start actually dealing damage to these people. He's nearly dead. Okay, that's that guy dealt with. So, swing around, try and get the
Don't lose her.
Oh, jeez. Didn't recognize that for what it was.
Hide! You wanna die?
Oh boy, that was actual damage. How am I sometimes only getting 3 damage on these guys? That's what I don't understand. Oh, jeez. Very annoying thing to get hit with. Okay, try and get this guy a bit more. Get his back. Oh. That's annoying actually, because that sets you on fire.
I'll finish you.
It's just using a straight flamethrower. Cool. Oh wow. Some healing, but yeah, that actually got through my shield there, so that's handy.
Gonna give it.
Jeez, what is he doing now? Gonna have to use precision. Doesn't let you get enough shots off. See, I just can't. I need to. Should be doing this 2 and 3 shots up. Oh, that killed him. Didn't quite expect that to kill him. Still. So, let's take his weapon. We'll need to do that.
The Oseram's fire weapon. Could come in handy.
Yeah, where is it? And how do I take your weapon? Oh, I did take your weapon. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on. No, take his weapon. It's actually in a weapon box. Treasure box. Let's go. There we are. Forge fire weapon. Not enough of the squirrel skin, no. Weapons. I've got a storm slinger. I forget about that. And this is a... No, it's not silent lance. This is a forge fire. Let's put that in our top slot and let's modify it. Preferably with a fire damage mod because it deals fire damage. That seems like a good idea. Okay, there we go. Apparently now we have to use it even though I have no ammo for it. Well, I've got ammo for it now. Jesus, is that just straight use blaze? Oh my god. That's so much damage. That's so much blaze that I just used to make that. So now what am I doing? Kill the bandits. Hang on. Kill the bandits? We just did. Where are the rest of the bandits? Where are we? Oh, back over there. Okay. Oh, hang on. I want to go up here first. This looks cool. And there's a purple. There's a couple of purples here, actually. Nice. Good work. What about this one? Blue gleam. Yes, let's take that because we want the blue gleam. Okay, cool. Yes, I don't care. Cool. So I guess we go not this way. No, I think we're sort of done with going this way. We need to go back. Maybe? No, let's go up here and see what's up here. Actually, this wouldn't be a bad vantage point if we could see what we're up against further around. Okay, so there's... I can't really tell. Okay, let's get some medicine and head back that way. That's medicine? No, it's freeze round. That's medicine. No, it's fire kill. Well, whatever. Guess we're just going back this way now.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back around this way. But I'm guessing that there's more that have spawned back here somewhere. Is why it wants us to come back this way. Could be wrong about this. There's two possibilities. There's either... Oh, yeah, there's someone there. Wow, that thing is useless. That's actually a terrible weapon. Also, I'm stuck.
You'll die!
Dead too.
Yeah, it's children, done. You're... Oh, jeez. Is that it? Is that all of them? No. No, there's still one around here. There's still at least one around here anyway.
Somebody.
Ow. Okay, now they're all done. Nice, nice. That actually completes that entire quest.
Won't be long before the Werak finds out I took out the bandit camp. In fact, I'll bet my name's all over Song's Edge. Might be time to challenge Aratak.
Well, we didn't need to worry about the other things, and I don't have enough blue gleam to buy the other blows. Oh well. Well, it was worth it to some extent. We got them all taken out. I guess... Yeah, so that's all that done, but we're not quite done here because we actually wanted to do that quest. Oh, no, don't do that. Let me go side. The Hunter's 3, yep, okay. Okay, I didn't really intend to do that, but that's, I guess that's enough that we need to challenge Thingo for stuff, so that's cool. How do we get out of here? Not by going this way, we've actually teleported back to the main camp. Still. Still, I think we put in a good effort there. We liberated this camp.
Some songs are rituals, others stories. But my favorites are simply jokes.
No one hunts like the Banuk, but I've heard the Nora can handle their bows.
Mate, you don't even know. Ah, oh.
I've hunted for many years. Never seen machines like those that belong to the Daemon.
I still don't understand why there's these two dead tallnecks around here though. That's still kind of weird, actually. So we've got this tallneck here, and then if we go over here, we get a good look at this in the day. There's the other one down there. I do not understand at all how those bandits kill these two tallnecks, or why they're here.
The hunt proceeds as it must.
It's actually really unique for a bandit camp to have that. Also, where was our mate that we were doing bandit camps with in the main game? Why wasn't he here? Goat. Okay, Goat, what do you got for us? Nothing. Cool. Is that medicine? No, it's fire kill. Where was the campfire? Oh, it was back there. Ah, but there's another one on the way. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna call it a night at this campfire too. We'll finish off this quest tomorrow night, actually, so see how we go with that. And then, yeah, so medicine, no, it's freeze rhyme. So yeah, we'll finish this off tomorrow night, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. I'm just a bit tired, need sleep, all that stuff, so yeah, that was good. We got a lot of stuff done. I don't feel like I'm that much closer, but doing the bandit camp seems like it might have been easy in finding the pigments anyway, so we're gonna, that's fine, that's what we'll do. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night there tonight, so I'll be back with more Horizon tomorrow night, and probably on Wednesday night as well. Don't know if we're gonna get to the end of the game this week, but I think we will. I think either tomorrow or Wednesday will be the last episode for this. We'll see how we go. Anyway, that's Horizon for tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow night.